You know, whether you like to jig for sea bass, striped bass, or tuna, Sea Falcon, they got something for you, whether it's their diving tuna, they have a bunch of other kind of jigs as well. Greg Nisito from Sea Falcon, he's going to give us a little jig overview on what you could use to do some jigging in the Northeast for any of these species. Greg, what do you got for us?
This is what we got this year, Matt. These are our diving tuna lures, okay? These all suspend horizontally in the water like this. So if you're working a body of tuna, for instance, that might be suspended in, say, 40 to 80 feet, and you're in 200 feet of water, you use something like this along with a depth control braid, usually, that's marked so that you can tell exactly how much line you have out. The object is to find the zone where the fish are at and then let out to that exact depth or that line mark each time. These lures are designed specifically, each lure designed specifically in Japan to sit this way horizontally, and then as you slow pitch jig it, it'll swim almost up, down, and then stay suspended after you stop. So as opposed to a standard diamond jig, which will very difficult to keep at a certain depth, it's going to want to go straight underneath the boat with you. These will actually suspend at the right depth. So these are upper end lures for the tuna fishery, very popular in Japan. As we move along, we also have heavier jigs. These are more what we're familiar with, say, in the Northeast, which is probably a 3-ounce jig. This is a Z-Slow jig. Very shiny. The finish on these things is fabulous. You set them up with either single or double assist hooks, and smaller size like this is beautiful when they're feeding on a small bunker. Very nice for your sea bassing. Porgy even hit them. Striped bass, obviously. But these are solid legs, so these are going to be working the bottom column. We have a range of long jigs, which have become more popular now due to the fact, again, the finish on these are fabulous, but due to the fact that they're sand eels. The sand eel population has been real strong in the last few years. You get onto sand eels, drop this down, you could slow pitch jig this, you could snap jig it like Matt was doing on the last trip. They work out fabulous. Again, almost all the Sea Falcon hooks, Sea Falcon lures are without hooks. You need to add your assist hook, pick the size you like. We have poppers. We have a smaller version of the tuna lures. And that's about what we have. If you come on to the other side here, you'll see a larger array of the selection of S-Impacts, another very popular one. And some of these we actually do sell with the assist hooks. The ones pictured here are all without assist hooks. It's a much, much highly finished version. You really can't call it a diamond jig. It's just so far beyond that. So very, very nice product line, all Japanese made. Cool.
Greg, I got to say, I've used the Sea Falcon stuff before too, and you know, he was my witness on that one trip we went on. We were crushing the fish. We had a bunch of sea bass, a bunch of stripers.
Yes.
The fishing was great, and we used a lot of Sea Falcon stuff, which we did. That's the ultimate test that the stuff works real darn good. Yes. This stuff is all available now too, right?
This is all available now in your better tackle shops. Oftentimes it's those that are a little bit towards the offshore end of the market is where you'll find them. They're also great codfish jigs, which right now the codfish season's closed, but we used them out on Cox's Ledge last year, and you'd get your codfish hooked on the side of the head, the back. You get quite a bit of foul hooks because they go after it and sometimes they miss, and you end up hooking them on the side.
Awesome. Good stuff, Greg.
Good line.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
See you as always.
Okay.